So it's common sense. We all do this to make money. Some of us are in different positions. Like, some of us have a house. Some of us have families. Some of us just have debts. But we all do this for different reasons. But we all universally do it to make money. So when you see a title like this, how to make $400 a day, you're probably like, yeah, I want to do that. I want to do that. I want to make $400 a day. I want to be able to hit those types of numbers, because you probably did the math. 400 times 7 is $2,800, almost $3,000 a week. $3,000 a week is basically $12,000 a month. And at that point, you're in a select few class. Not a lot of people are making that type of money. Especially doing what we do, not a lot of people are making that type of money. At $3,000 a week, you're basically in the select category. And I'm pretty sure everybody will want to be at those types of numbers. As you can see, it's kind of raining around me. You can't really see, but you can tell by my shirt. So I am here at Miami Beach, just kind of hanging around, as you can see. So if you hear noises, it's because I'm out and about. And this is the first part of that. You got to be in a popular place. You got to be in a place where people come to. And not just people. When I say people, I mean tourists. Tourists need to be in your area before you start thinking about $200, $300, $400 days. Because if you don't have no tourists, it's going to be really hard to even get to that number. Because it's tourists that give you the money. What I mean is, it's tourists that wants to go from city to city. It's tourists that's willing to pay $60 to go 3 miles. It's tourists that's like, you know what? I'm going to take this ride. But, I actually made a mistake. I actually need to go 3 cities above. Can you just take me? It's tourists that give you that type of volume. It's tourists that's out here, that are willing to walk around. As you can see, I'm over here at the park. So, yeah, it's tourists. You need tourists. That's the first standpoint. You don't have tourists, it's going to be really hard to make that type of money. If you don't have tourists, it's going to be really hard to even get close, if I'm being honest with you. So if you live, and I know I say this every video, if you live in Timbuktu, Ohio, yeah, buddy, I would just tell you, it's most likely not going to happen for you. Again, and I want to be upfront with saying that you need, there's different markets. Obviously, California is like the golden market. There's different markets, you know what I'm saying? At least if you live in South Florida, you need tourists. Tourists is what helps you get to that type of number. So, but yeah, with that being said, my arm is getting tired. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying the view. Take a little, let's show you just a little bit more one last time. All right, so, yep, I was trying to follow the camera, but I'm out of here. So let's switch the views. All right, so the next biggest thing that you need if you want to hit $400 a day is you got to know your market. You got to know the traffic conditions. Traffic is super important. Maybe you don't believe it, but I'm down here on Miami Beach, and yeah, traffic is super important. Because yeah, it may make sense, it may not make sense to you, but try taking a $10 ride that takes you an hour compared to a $10 ride that takes you 10 minutes. Obviously, anybody in the world would choose the $10 ride that takes 10 minutes, because you can get that person in and out of your car quicker. You can keep moving. You can go. It's like you're making more money in a sense, because you're able to drop that person off and move on about your day. As opposed to if you're in a situation where you got that $10 ride and it's like you're literally just, you're stuck in traffic. Because y'all know how these passengers get. They get antsy, they get annoyed, they get aggravated. And it's like, but you know where you ordered the ride to. So they be bugging you back there. So you gotta know the traffic conditions. To make $400 a day, you can't be sitting in traffic all day on 1 or 2 rides. It just doesn't make sense, because you need a volume, or you need really high dollar and average rides. So you need really good paying clients. And if we being honest, that just doesn't happen, especially on UberX. Maybe on Premier SUV, but if you're getting a vehicle that's a Premier SUV, then you're really just waiting around for rides, and you're hoping that you can get it. So you need, just keep it very simple. You need to know where the traffic is. Where is the traffic at? Is it, on this intersection? Is it on the next intersection? Is it going down that main street? Is it going down this main street? Is it in this specific area? Or, is it in another area? Like, where is the traffic? Because the more and more you stay away from traffic, the better and better you can do. In the sense of picking people up and dropping people off. Picking people up and dropping people off. The more people you can get in your car, the more high value dollar rides you can get, the closer and closer you can get to $200, $300, $400. It just makes sense. It's not rocket science. Nothing that we do is rocket science. It's just, you first have to have the volume, and then you got to find the traffic so that you can stay away from the traffic, so that you can actually utilize the volume, if that makes sense. But yeah, let's switch views. And then to wrap it all up, it's about your strategy, man. Look, I don't care who you listen to. I don't care what you do. If you don't have a strategy, there's just no way that you're gonna be consistently successful. Look, we all have our good days and our bad days, but if you want to have multiple good days, or you want to have more good days, you need that strategy. Because if you know the volume in your area is high, it's busy, it's a holiday, it's late at night, a lot of people are going clubbing, a lot of people are going out to eat, you know that the volume's there. And then you know where the traffic is, so obviously don't go in Brickell, because you got the bridge, and the bridge goes up every 30 seconds. Or don't go in Wynwood at certain times, because they block off different roads. And if you know where to go and you know that there's volume, now it's about your strategy, picking the best times to work. Obviously you don't want to work at 12 p.m. on a Tuesday, because it's slow. It's generally going to be slow. And think that you're going to make $500 at 12 p.m. on Tuesday. You'll get rides, but it's just slower than normal. You know what I'm saying? You want to be super efficient. So this all comes down to knowing your market. I hope you realize that the whole point of this video, you want to make $400. You want to make $200 a day. You want to make $100 a day. The easiest way is knowing your market. Because if you know your market, you know when is the best time to work. You get really efficient. You get efficient. Being efficient is everything. Being efficient helps you save money on gas. It helps you save money on charging, like me. It helps you save money on maintenance because obviously you're not doing as many miles as you would if you're just driving everywhere and accepting everything and just fa la la la, fa la la. You know, if you're just haphazardly doing stuff, you're gonna go through a lot more. Being efficient tells you what areas to work and what areas not to work. Being efficient tells you how to work those areas. Are you like me and you prefer long rides, so you're more so looking for those long rides, so you're in certain areas that you know that you'll get them? Or are you one of those people that's like, look, I like short rides, so you're in the places where you're going to get the short rides, like, you know, colleges and local neighborhoods, because, you know, locals want to go short places. Locals want to go to Publix and Walmart to go grocery shopping. You can knock those out real quick. Knock them out real quick. On the flip side, tourists want to go long places, so you got to be in places where tourists are to get the longer trips. You know, it's just, when you know your market, it's easy to make, and when I say it's easy, it's easier, it's simple to make $400 in a day, because you pick the right days where there's volume. Obviously, it's not going to be on a Tuesday, a random Tuesday. It's going to be on a holiday. It's going to be on the weekend. You pick the times where it's busy or it's an event going on. You pick those days, right? You know that there's volume on those days. You pick the good areas, right? You're not just driving around haphazardly. You're picking specific areas and you're working your strategy. So you're working it a certain type of way, looking for certain types of rides. I mean, look, the recipe is there. The recipe is there. I'm cooking. It's just about whether or not you guys are following along. It's about, are you turning the pages with me? Because I'm cooking right now. But yeah, man, $400 a day is simple. It's not easy, because you gotta be out there. You gotta be out there. The bonus part is you gotta put in the time. Nobody is gonna make $400 a day in 2 hours. Unless you got a quest, unless you got a bonus, unless you got something else going on, you're just not gonna make it in 2 hours. I'm sorry to tell you, you got to put in the time. So you wanna make $400 a day, you need to be at least expecting 10, 12 hours in a day. Sorry to tell you, but that's just what it is. You're going to have to put in 10, 12 hours because it's just not happening in an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen because you got to stack all of these rides on top of each other. You're making your money. You're going through. Like, it's something that happens over time. So now that I done told you the secret, now that I done gave you a secret sauce, now that I done kind of gave you everything that I have, hopefully you like this video. Hit the like on the video, and most importantly, look, I'm a part of a driver community. You should be a part of a driver community. Hit the link in the description, man. Join the Telegram community. We are drivers just like everybody else. I put my pants on just like you do. Join the Telegram group right now. So it's regular drivers. We're trying to give, you know, the whole point is, you want to know where the hot spots are. You want to know where the traffic is. You want to learn your market a little bit better. Join the Telegram group because we're talking about it. I may be in Aventura. I post in there, hey, Aventura is dead traffic, gridlock traffic. Stay away. Somebody else might be in Fort Lauderdale. Yo, I'm over here on Broward Boulevard. XYZ just happened. Stay away. So now when you take your offers, it's like, oh, he just told me about Broward Boulevard. So maybe I should try to go on commercial, or maybe I should go State Road 7. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's easier. It helps you make a better decision. That's the point. And then, I mean, you need people to talk to. So hit the link in the description, join the Telegram group. And with that being said, I'm going to stop rambling. Y'all see it got dark now. So deuces.